This is just ridiculously good. I'm Mark Matsumoto and welcome to my Tokyo kitchen. Today I want to show you how to make a Japanese-style chocolate omelet. It may sound a little weird at first, but it's like a decadent lava cake that's filled with molten chocolate, so stick around. I first encountered these at one of my favorite restaurants in Tokyo. It's called Florilege, and Chef Kawate's innovative tasting menu is always changing. But one dish that makes a frequent appearance is this molten chocolate omelet that's served near the end of every meal. They have 2 Michelin stars for a reason, and I'm not going to try to compare my version to theirs, but I basically made a chocolate pudding that's wrapped around a molten core of dark chocolate. I know it's not much to look at. In fact, it looks more like a burnt taco than the delectable dessert that it is. But like your first grade teacher always said, don't judge a book by its cover. Are you with me? Let's take a look at our ingredients. For the omelet, I'm using 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of cream, 1 large egg, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm also using 1 teaspoon of cultured butter, 23 grams of dark chocolate, 1 teaspoon of cacao nibs, and I like to serve this with whipped cream, but this is optional, and I'm also going to be using some peppermint for garnish. For the omelet batter, add the sugar to a mixing bowl, and then I'm going to sift in the cocoa powder to get rid of any lumps. I'm using Valrhona today, which I highly recommend, but any Dutch processed cocoa powder will work. Next, I'm gonna add the cream, break the egg into it, and add in the vanilla extract. Now I'm gonna whisk this together, but you wanna start out slow using a stirring motion to work the cocoa powder into the eggs, otherwise you're gonna make a mess. Once the cocoa powder is wet, you can be more aggressive with your whisking. The goal is to get the omelet batter nice and smooth like this. Before we cook our omelet, I'm gonna toast our cacao nibs to ensure they're crunchy and fragrant. I've got my 8-inch non-stick omelet pan over medium heat, and I'm gonna keep the nibs moving around the pan so they don't burn. They should go from grayish to mahogany brown, and when they start smelling like chocolate, they're good to go. Once your nibs are toasted, dump them into a bowl to cool them and put the pan back on the stove. Lower the heat all the way, and then I'm gonna add the butter. Swirl the butter around the pan until it's completely melted. And now I'm gonna pour the chocolate omelet batter into the pan. Cover this with the lid and set a timer for 2 minutes. Before we see how this turned out, I want to take a moment to thank all of you for supporting my channel by liking and commenting on my recipes. If you've learned something new from this video and you want to do something more, head over to marksrecipes.com where you can subscribe to my secret stash of original recipes. Okay, let's open this up and see how it looks. It's set around the edges and still wet in the center, which is exactly what we want. Now we want to line up the chocolate on the left side of the omelet. I'm using Valrhona Caraïbe today, which is a 66% dark chocolate that I love. Then I'm gonna slip a spatula under the opposite side of the omelet and flip it up and over the chocolate. Cover this with the lid again and set the timer for another 2 minutes. Okay, our omelet is set and our chocolate should be melted, so let's plate this up. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, so let's see what we can do to gussy it up. I've got some whipped cream that I'm gonna put off to one side. I don't recommend putting it directly on the hot omelet because it's gonna melt. Then I'm gonna sprinkle those toasted cacao nibs onto the cream, as well as the omelet. These are gonna add a satisfying crunch to the dish while tripling up the chocolate flavor. Finally, I'm gonna add a few sprigs of peppermint. And our Japanese chocolate omelet is done! The kitchen smells like chocolate and vanilla. and I'm starving, so let's try this out. Itadakimasu. All right, let's get some of this omelet first. Ooh, the chocolate is melty. Oh, wait. This may be the best effort to taste ratio chocolate dessert, or really any dessert. All right, I'm gonna try this with some of the whipped cream. Oh, and we've got those crunchy cacao nibs. Give it a little dip of cream. The omelet is dense and yet it's tender. And when you bite into it, you get that gush of sweet molten chocolate, but the outside is bittersweet, and that cream brings it all together with those crunchy cacao nibs for texture and a little added chocolate kick. I really think this might be one of my favorite chocolate desserts. All right, I'm gonna try one other thing. I've got some peppermint here, which was a garnish, but I think it's gonna go really well with this omelet. So let's get some peppermint, some chocolate, cacao nibs, some cream. Chocolate mint is one of my favorite flavor combinations, and this just elevates it to a whole new level, so I hope you'll give it a try. Oh. This is just ridiculously good. Well, I'm gonna go brew up a cup of coffee to go with the rest of this, but check out this playlist for some more Japanese sweets, and I'll catch you in the next one.